Hi, Agnes here. I'm doing a reply to you, Romy, today. And you've given me 2 ideas for a video, so I'm going to answer your questions now. Number 1, no movement. Having faith in the unseen when nothing appears to happen. I said it in the group and a lot of people jumped on the no movement train. Okay, so when you are not getting any movement, that's when you have to remember that it's not about perfection, it's progress. And it's also some days you're going to have doubt. And I've done a few videos on those topics, the doubt topic and the it not happening topic in the last week or so. I will put the links down below to those in case you miss them. And also, when you're in the noticing and focusing on nothing's happening yet, nothing's happening yet, nothing's happening yet, you are in the separation and the lack. So what do? You have to, well, those are only thoughts in your head. It is that's torturing you, not the experience. Now, it feels like it's the experience of nothing moving that's torturing you. But it's your thoughts about what's not happening that is torturing you. So you have to rein in and change your track. You got to jump out of that groove and jump into the track of, I know it's on its way. Isn't it wonderful that I feel so much better than I used to? Isn't it great that I understand self-love is really important? Isn't it fantastic that if I focus on what I want, I feel better? And it's doing those types of self-soothing, okay? Now, the other thing is when you're in no movement, the no movement train, as you said, what you're doing is, and I know we're talking about a specific person dynamic. This is the desire we're discussing here at the moment, and relationships. So it is about reminding yourself, if I'm going, there's no movement, there's no movement, there's no movement, I've dropped out of my state of love and I've dropped into wanting to get love again. You can't be in wanting to get love and see movement. You have to get better at holding yourself in the state of love and making that. The game is between you and you. It's not between you and your specific person, you see. So it feels like it is, but it's really you overcoming your anxiety, your fear of never being with this person, your fear of never having love, your fear of that you're not good enough. All these fears are what your opponent is. It's your unlovedness in that moment. So if you can remember that, okay, my opponent is my unlovedness. My opponent is, now I'm looking that they're not giving me anything yet, and I've been doing this for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. If you're doing that still and you haven't freed yourself, it's all right. And you've got to have self-compassion and you've got to course correct. Okay, course correct to, I am love. I am lovable. May divine love be made alive in me. I don't need external proof of love. I need to feel love within me. And once I get better at that, I will disconnect from them having to show up and show me proof. Okay? So the needing proof is the snag. That's where you're getting snagged. I need proof of love. And that's still a adolescent or childlike state of being. Okay? It's just that we're not good enough at it, and that's why we slide back there. And that's all right. It's not to beat yourself with a stick or to, say, I'm not doing this well enough. We do go through doubt and we do improve our focus over time if we change our thoughts by working on this. Okay? So as a collective, the group needs to do I'm not going to allow myself to think those thoughts anymore because they have an emotional impact on me and I don't want to do that to myself anymore. Okay? So, And it's also about, okay, let me do a meditation to surrender and let go. All I got to do is from morning till bedtime. That's all. And I've just got to make myself feel good for that day. Okay? Morning till bedtime, you're looking at 16 hours. Okay? So it's not even 24 hours because some of that time you're asleep, so you don't need to worry about it then. So it's just a day-tight compartment. And if you can say, can I do this for one day? Yes, I can. I can do it for one day. Better than I did it yesterday. Better than I did it, when they left me or whatever, when I was feeling really abandoned. I can do it better today. Okay? Now, the second question, living in the end, which story do we have to focus on? In a way, we have to think that we're in a relationship with our SP already. But I told you that I fear that he doesn't think about me and he fears to reach out. So I have to transmute that into, I know how he thinks about me all the time, and his love for me is bigger than his fear of rejection. Yes, but I will say this, that is still about you getting stuff from him. So you can start there if you want. I mean, I started there too, but I can tell you from where I'm standing now, you got to put more eggs in the basket of I am love and I'm feeling loved, and I am going to do affirmations to support that rather than focusing on trying to create scenarios and affirmations from a place of getting. Okay? And so what you've said here, I love how he thinks about me all the time, that's still external love extraction, let's say. And his love for me is bigger than his fear. What about I am secure and I am love and I see that reflected back to me? That's more you're standing here rather than you're trying to get him the things that you want him to do for you to feel loved. Do you see the difference? So it really is, I'm not saying don't do these things if they're a stepping stone and you feel that it's progress, but sometimes I think these things, I love how he thinks about me all the time. You don't want someone thinking about you all the time unless you feel unloved within. I wouldn't want someone thinking about me all the time. When you feel a strong self-love, that's too much. It's too much. It puts too much focus on you. And I don't want someone focusing on me that much. I'm happy if they think about me some of the time and it's loving thoughts, great, but I don't want anyone to think about me all the time because that's obsession on me, if you know what I mean. So I love how we understand each other. I love how we get closer and closer. All of these are mutual benefit. I love how we are in sync. I love how there is divine restoration in this relationship. You see how different those affirmations are? They're about two people, okay? Rather than he has to change for me to feel loved. He has to change because I want a relationship with him, okay? It's a different magnet, and I think it's a stronger magnet, okay? So in terms of your living in the end timelines, you said already being married to him, and number 2 is more current and an easier step. We're apart, but he's thinking about me and wants to reach out. What do you do about these timelines? Do you alternate or combine them? I would probably jump somewhere in the middle, Romy. I love how we have regular contact. I love that this is unfolding nicely. I love that this is better than it was before because what I know now, I know better, now I can do better. My inner self-work overflows onto the relationship. Then the relationship reflects that back to me. I love how this is really working well. Now, in terms of a living in the end scene, you can jump to the marriage scene, but can you believe it? And at first you won't. But is that, say, too big a jump and too big a stretch from where you're standing? Okay? I think, Neville always says, go to the end. But if the end's so far-fetched, the rubber band snaps and you can't get there. So I think it's better to imagine that you have contact once a week and that you're getting more regular contact, that's not so big a jump from where you are. So I would try that, okay? And do one thing and get good at it. Do one thing and get good at it. Do one thing and get good at it. You must create a groove, okay? Now, I'm going to put down below for you, there is a marriage meditation. If you feel you can jump that far, I'm going to put the 15-minute surrender and letting go meditation for you. I'm also going to put down the 30 days to more self-love, because I think if you keep working on the self-love, you slide back into that less, okay? And it's not about doing it perfectly. It is just about doing it a bit better each day. And some days you'll feel good and other days you won't, and that's all right. And a drop of water in the bucket eventually fills the bucket, okay? So thank you for the question, Romy. And I will see you, as I always do, in the usual place. Lots of love.